What's going on, guys? Welcome to Rob's house. It is an absolutely scorching day here in East Tennessee. If you can see me already beginning to sweat, I've been outside for all of 2 minutes, literally, and it's 95 degrees and extremely humid here. Today, I want to show you guys a couple of modifications that I did to our C8 Corvette. I'm not going to make you wait until the end of the video to see it because it looks absolutely incredible. We'll talk about the modifications in a second, but first, just check this out. These are the new wheels and the new gigantic wing on our C8 Corvette. Check it out. What do you guys think? Check this thing out. This is a complete transformation from when we bought this car just a year ago in 2024. It didn't have any of the aero. It didn't have the Stingray R decal on the front. It didn't have these crazy wheels. Way more aggressive fitment. You can kind of see the offset here on the rear. The front lines up almost perfectly. I have the wheels turned a little bit right now, but you get an idea kind of what it looks like. And this giant wing, look at this thing from the front of the car. Looks absolutely crazy. Give you guys the full walk around here. You can see what it looks like from the rear. I'm gonna go over all these mods with you guys one by one. So first of all, we've got our wheels. So our wheels from our sponsor over at Triton Motorsports. And I mean, anytime Triton sends me new wheels, you know it's gonna be fire, but I spec'd these out and designed these myself, and I had some crazy ideas that Himanshu and his team over at Triton were happy to oblige as usual. So, first of all, huge shout out to Himanshu and the team over at Triton. You guys are awesome. So, this was a process designing these wheels, so I don't know how well it's coming through on camera, but we got basically a perfect paint match to the Rapid Blue paint. Now, the way we did that was they actually sent me swatch cards. So basically these little pieces of aluminum that they printed. They're like cards, like swatch cards like you would see with like vinyl wrap, but they're actually on aluminum, and they painted them a variety of different shades of the blue to try to match the Rapid Blue. So that way I could hold them up next to the car and kind of, you know, compare it and see which one looked the closest to the actual paint of the car. And I think we nailed it. I mean, look at the color match is pretty dead on. If you look at the front, now granted there is somewhat of a shadow cast by like the deep dish of the wheel here, but I'm telling you guys, in person it looks almost identical to the real paint. Now we got the paint match logo, and we were gonna originally do the bolts, but then I thought, what if we did the bolt ring? I saw another, I don't remember if it was a C8, I saw another car that had a paint match bolt ring. It wasn't Rapid Blue, but I just thought it looked crazy. And I was like, what if we do that on ours and keep the black bolts? And I told the guys, I gave them the offsets, I gave them all the specs that I wanted. I designed these completely from scratch, basically. I told them the spoke pattern I wanted, the color combo. I told them I wanted the gloss black lip with the brush black face. I told them the offsets. And the most important thing here is I wanted a flat lip. I know step lips are in, that's the thing, that's the tuner look. They look okay when you have like concave wheels like on my C7. I don't particularly care for them on a deep dish wheel, just my taste. You know, obviously to each their own, but I think the deep dish just looks crazy, and it makes the back end of this car look so nuts. Like, look at this thing from afar. Like, each side you can see the wheel like just barely poking out there. I think it looks super aggressive. Let me know what you guys think. And again, like, shout out to the guys at Triton. If you guys need custom wheels, that's my go-to. Awesome quality stuff. They stand by the product. If anything comes damaged or anything comes incorrect or whatever, they'll always make it right. No questions asked. You know, show them some pictures. Hey, you know, this wasn't right, or this got damaged, whatever. they'll take care of you for sure. That usually doesn't happen, but one of our friends, for his Lamborghini, one of his wheels got damaged in shipping. So it wasn't even Triton's fault, it was the logistics company's fault. And Himanshu and the guys over at Triton, Himanshu just said, hey, listen, I'm getting you a brand new wheel. You don't even worry about it. I'll deal with the logistics company. I'll get a new wheel, you know, rush order to you ASAP. I think it came in a couple weeks, a brand new one, custom wheel, right? So it had to be made from scratch again, yada, yada, yada. So top-notch customer service there. All right, let's talk about this wing setup. This was the one modification that my wife really wanted on this car. When we bought it, she said, I don't care what we do to it, I just want a big wing. And I said, well, that's fine, but we're gonna need some wheels, we're gonna need some more aero, like side skirts and front splitter and stuff that I've already done in preparation for this wing, because I was like, it's gonna look stupid. If we just have a big wing and the rest of the car's stock, it's gonna look dumb. Now, we had to do a couple of things to install this wing. So first and foremost, this is a Z51 car. So it had a Z51 spoiler on it already, which, as you guys might have noticed, it sits higher than what we have on here. This is APR's Z51 spoiler delete in carbon fiber. And I did this because I thought it looked cooler than just the low profile Z51. The low profile Z51 looks okay too, but the problem is it's thin like this all the way across, but then just on the end it has the piece that covers both bolt holes, versus the APR one, it has this bottom piece also that comes across. I just thought it looked cooler. Personally, it looks more like a lip spoiler. It's not too high, so it doesn't look too weird with the wing. But let's talk about this wing. This is Victor Racing's brand new Raptor wing. I got one of the first batch ever made, and just take a look at this thing. It is nuts. The carbon quality on this, top-notch stuff. I don't know if you can see it really in the sunlight, but I mean, you can see that the light is just reflecting off of it. It has a great finish, very glossy. It looks like glass. I mean, it's not orange peely like some, you know, if you buy carbon fiber from like more budget companies, cheaper stuff, like the resin coat, it'll look fine, but it'll just be like a little bit orange peely. This does not look like that. This is very high quality stuff. It matches, the APR stuff matches really well as well. The APR stuff, honestly, the fitment of the APR spoiler delete, not the best. I had to finagle it a little bit. The holes didn't quite line up. I didn't have to do any drilling, but I kind of had to like pry with the screws a little bit to get them to line up with the holes. They were just like maybe 1/8 of an inch off in a couple spots. But the Victor Racing stuff, everything bolted right up flawlessly. Now, to do the install on a coupe is very easy, because on the underside of the hatch in the coupe, there is an insert. The insert on the coupe, this bracket perfectly sits inside. Now, that's not the case for the convertible. The convertible actually has more reinforcement on the lid, which is great for structural integrity's sake. And this is a nice steel bracket to distribute the load, but I had to drill these holes manually. So I had to use this bracket as a template up top. I basically masked everything off. I marked some holes first with like a marker on my painter's tape, and then I just measured and measured and measured to make sure that I got this thing as centered and as straight as I could. If you see, I think I did a pretty good job. If you look at the trunk lid with the wing up, it looks pretty symmetrical, so I think I did okay on the measuring. But really, just take your time doing prep when you're installing a wing. It's all about drilling those holes correctly, and then everything kind of just bolts up. As for the actual wing assembly, it's not that complicated. All you basically have are, you have these feet, which are where your mounting holes go through the actual deck lid, mounted to the stanchions right here, and then mounted to the wing. It's like any other wing, really. If you've ever installed a wing on a car, they look crazy, but honestly, they're really not that hard to install. They're just time consuming because you have to do a lot of measuring. This is a 70-inch carbon fiber blade. As you can see from a side profile, it is thick as well. This is a big wing on this car. And the end plates are humongous also. They are just painted black, which looks great. I think I have a little bit of an idea for them that I might have to hit up our friends on Colors on Parade, because I think if the end plates were color matched in carbon flash, I think that would pop. Color matching it to all the carbon flash accents on the car, like the mirrors and the nacelles and the boomerang and everything. So I'm gonna call that, this is just metal, so I would imagine that they would be able to just paint over top of this. Although I think this might be powder coated, so I have to ask them if that's possible. to scuff this up and kind of like paint over it or not, or if I have to, you know, if that won't work with powder coat or not. So that would be my only question mark. But that was the only idea I had of like changing the finish here, was just to match the carbon flash. But aside from that, it looks great. It's still a nice like satin black finish that looks awesome in the sunlight. It doesn't look out of place at all. It matches the uprights and everything, so everything looks pretty cohesive. So shout out to the guys at Victor Racing. I mean, they made a really nice wing and really helped us set this car off. But that's all I got for you guys today. I know I'm keeping this video super short because it's 1,000 degrees here. As you can see, I'm just sweating like crazy. I'm sure my entire face is sparkling. It's just so hot. We're going through a heat wave here in East Tennessee. I can barely breathe out here. So I wanted to keep this video short and sweet. There's not really much to the install. Like I said, it's just kind of drilling those holes and you're just mounting the feet to a bracket underneath. There's really nothing to it. The video would be pretty boring. It would just be me measuring things for like 2 hours. But yeah, I already drove at highway speeds. Everything's fine. You know, no issues. I drove it, you know, I was cruising with the flow of traffic on the interstate. Everything was fine. The wing was like barely moving. Similar to my Viper wing, honestly. Very stable. So I'm not worried about it at all. And I think it looks great. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think of the finished C8? I don't think we're really going to do much else to the exterior of this car. I think we're just going to let Kayla enjoy it now. And you know, we don't really have anything else on the to-do list. Maybe some performance mods down the road for some more power, but that's pretty much it. I'm really happy with how this car turned out. I mean, look at this thing. I think this is one of the coolest looking Stingrays around, personally. I'm a little biased, but this thing just looks awesome. Oh, and the wing, of course, it sits far enough back that your convertible top will still operate totally fine. I tested that already. Nothing even comes close to hitting. So, fully functional. The only thing that I would recommend is getting the upgraded struts, because if you don't get the upgraded struts for the trunk lid, it's not going to want to open without you kind of giving it some help when you pop it, because the wing's kind of heavy with the stanchions and everything. So they do sell upgraded struts, so that might be something worth considering. Or, I mean, you can just kind of help it open yourself. It's not a big deal. It's entirely up to you. But, you know, it is kind of nice to have that OEM functionality where you just hit the key, it pops up, and then you can grab it and flip it up. So if you care about that, like I do, definitely order the struts. But that'd be the only thing that's like not totally obvious about the install. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Like I said, keeping this one short and sweet. Let me know what you think in the comments. As usual, hope this video is entertaining, and I'll see you guys next time.